don't stop, keep on doing what you're doing.
Okay, we're here in Savannah, Georgia, and I'm here with Richard Rawlings and Dennis Collins, both from Dallas, Texas. They just got back from breaking the coast-to-coast record set in 1979, and they set it at 31 hours, 59 minutes. Richard and Dennis, congratulations, first of all.
Very much.
As your friend, I was very, very proud to even, like, you know, just be involved in the whole thing, you know, just witness it, be on the phone with you guys during the night, so I was very, very happy for you when you guys did it. I almost got choked up. So this all got started off in Montreal as a bet with you and Jay Ricky. And how did that start, and how did it progress from there?
Well, really, me and Dennis have been talking about it for a long time. I mean, we grew up watching the Cannonball Run movies with Burt Reynolds, and watching the Gumball Rally movies and all the stuff that came through in the 60s and 70s with you know, road rallies and things like that. And we just talked about it, and we're like, you know, that's a really big record. It can be broken. And I know I'm rambling, but you can edit this shit out later, so this is how important it looks. Keep holding the microphone. And anyways, no.
Basically, we both only get one vacation a year because we work. This is our vacation that we take, and our wives let us take this. So we're there, and we have run rallies with Jay Ricky before. He's a stellar driver, and the record's not impossible, but very difficult to beat, and he just threw it out there. Well, the initial number was like 10 grand, and came up to 25 grand, and Richard almost accepted it. I was like, dude, we got that in entry fees and just maintenance on the car. We're just not going to do that. So Jay, he said, well, 50 grand. And at the end of the day, smart money is on Jay. We're thinking about this as the thing progressed. We accepted the bet. We probably shouldn't have. But I think the reason we did is because he and I, as good friends, have talked about this and have thought about doing this for almost 5 years.
Yeah, we've always wanted to do it.
There's a lot of logistics in it, but I was like, dude, we're on vacation. We're here. The car's here. The one thing that almost stopped us from even attempting it is we're in Montreal. We had to backtrack almost 500 miles to even get to where we was going to start, and then for any realistic time between where we were going to start and finish, I needed to rest.
So before we get to the start, obviously you had to prep the car for the Bullrun 2007 Bullrun Rally. So what did you do to prep the car? What kind of car was it, and what did you do to prep it?
Well, this year that car has been running 5 rallies already. It's a 99 550 Maranello. It's just kind of a low-key, stealthy Ferrari. It's not, you know, the big flamboyant car, but in my opinion, it's the best GT car out there. It's a killer Grand Touring car. Well, this year, we did some stuff that we've never done before. Things that actually we didn't even need in the past, but we did anyways. We got nitrogen tanks in the car, air jacks, a full-size spare that we put in back, you know, normally where the luggage and Daytona area is. We did the Scorpions and the blinders, later laser and radar jammers, which the stuff that was in my car was old technology, and actually the guy that bet us that taught us the new technology, who we've done the last couple of rallies with. So it's kind of working against him, but the camaraderie in the rallies is pretty cool. You know, he shared that information with us. We had 2 police scanners, Stevie radio, Valentine 1. We were prepped.
No, what kind? You usually run long-range fuel cells. What kind of fuel cell, like in terms of how much you can fit, how many gallons you can fit in it?
Right now, in the car itself comes from the factory with around a 30-gallon tank. We put a fuel cell in there which does have a bladder in it in case we crashed. You know, we wouldn't have a problem. It was just a cheap fuel cell we ordered from Jags, 16 gallons. So, you know, we're running 46 gallons of fuel. It is amazing the range we got out of that car.
What was it?
Roughly, running it conservatively, you know, we're getting close to 600, but some of the runs that we did, you know, we only had to fuel 4 times. We got almost 660, 665 out of fuel. So we only had to stop for gas 4 times. The problem was fatigue. it was hard.
Before we get to that, actually, Richard, you did the driving from Montreal to New York. What was your thought process going down to New York? What did you do when you got to New York, and how did it progress from there?
Well, the crazy point is you know, it's Dennis's 550 Marinella, and we teamed up this year just because we wanted to. We've always been rivals. We've always come in first, second, and so we were like, let's just team up and we'll just beat everybody. And I've never got any drive time behind the wheel of his car, and so literally Montreal to New York was my proving ground. I had to get used to the car. I mean, you can't just jump in a car and decide that you're proficient at it. It takes time in that vehicle to learn it and how it reacts and what it's going to do. And so I did that for 430 miles or whatever it was from Montreal to New York. And then we get there, and obviously Dennis, he needs to rest. He's going to drive the first leg. So I have a driver in New York every time I go there. His name's Nasser, and he is phenomenal. He's done a wonderful job every time. And I said, Nasser, we're coming on short notice. We're on our way. I need you to find me an easy pass because we cannot stop at tolls. I need you to be on 34th Street, and I need you to get us out of New York. I need you to do all of these things, and I need you to do them now. And it's Saturday afternoon. He should be with his kids, and he did a wonderful job. He quit everything he was doing, and he made it happen. And so we got there, and Dennis literally said, I gotta get some sleep. So he laid down in the back of Nasser's car, in the back of the Lincoln, and took a nap. And I had to go get some maps. We weren't prepared for New York to LA. We were prepared for the East Coast. So I went and got maps. I went and got some mark slots and highlighters and all the things that I'm going to need to be able to see and know what I'm doing, and started planning our route while Dennis slept. And we finished all that and got to be about 8:30.